What is up, guys? Bringing that final installment in the 4 metal tip pellet series that we've been doing lately. The last pellet that we looked at was the Scanco Ultra Mag. The Scanco Ultra Mag ended up faring just behind the Predator Metal Mag at a solid 4.4 out of 5, with the Predator's 4.5 out of 5. Only one round left to test, guys. This was definitely, in my mind, the front runner before we even tested them. The H&N Hornet, in any caliber that I've tested it in previously, has always proved to be a very, very accurate, explosive round on target, and to its discredit, also the most expensive round of today's test. Hopefully the accuracy and energy achieved will warrant the large price tag that we paid to get this tin to our door. It's not quite a blind test in the sense that in the video, How Accurate is the HATSAN VECTIS, I actually used this ammunition already to try and cut that card 15 yards downrange. I was totally successful in cutting that card, so I know they're going to be accurate, at least out of the PCP platform that I tested them at last time. The question is, how does it measure up in the rest of the platforms that we've seen in the previous tests? Brake barrel? A lot of you guys out there don't even have PCPs. A lot of you guys are still brake barrel guys, which served me well for a number of years. How does it perform out of the chaser? Lower power CO2 guns are highly popular. Why are they so highly popular? Because they're affordable, they have a disposable, easily attainable power source. From the testing we've already done, we can see that they generate close to 500 feet per second. So if my brake barrel is making 600 feet per second, but my CO2 powered repeater is making 500, it almost makes sense to just leave the brake barrel at home sometimes and go with your repeater. Let's see what magazines the H&N Hornet actually fits into in our 3 test guns that we have today, the Vectis, the Swarm, and the Chaser. Alright guys, well, pellets this good typically speak for themselves, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, if you are familiar with the 3 previous episodes that we have done of metal tip pellet testing, what we do here is we take 3 separate platforms of rotary magazines. We take one PCP from the HATSAN VECTIS, one brake barrel multi-shot from the Gammo Swarm, and one bolt-action CO2 rotary magazine from the Deanna Chaser and Storm Rider. Our goal here is to see if these longer pointed metal tip pellets fit in all 3 platforms and load seamlessly into all of these magazines. All of the pellets have loaded into all of the magazines except for when we did our first test, which was of the Crossman Gold tip. The tolerances that they were manufactured to were just not tight enough to ensure they were shorter than the magazines they were being fed into. Also, they had a problem keeping the seated tips within the pellets themselves. Alright guys, let's do this. We got the Vectis up first, then the Swarm, then the Chaser. No problems whatsoever, because like I said, that magazine was used for the How Accurate is the Vectis video. No problem also. I think these are designed for rotary magazines. I think that all the companies tested actually tried to make a round that was going to fit in the rotary magazines of multiple platforms like this. I think that what happened in this case is we only had 3 out of the 4 be successful. Oh, lost one off the bat, good lord. That's 3 magazines successfully loaded minus operator error of dropping a pellet out of the Chaser magazine like we saw, guys. I'm very impressed with the build quality of the H&N Hornets once again. I'd be interested to actually pick up a tin of these in 177 caliber, having now seen how successful they are in 25 and hopefully how successful they are in 22 caliber. I mean, they've fit in every single magazine so far, And you know from previous videos, if you're a subscriber, that they're fairly accurate. So we're gonna go ahead and quantify just how accurate they actually are, and then we'll get into some energy testing. Let's get out to the range. That's kind of a wide group, guys, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the other two pellets to kind of continue the comparison here. But I felt really good about that group as far as open sights go, and that's kind of a wide group for this pistol. Alright guys, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Will It Cut a Card? In this segment, we're going to go ahead and take the HATSAN VECTIS, and we're going to go ahead and see if one magazine of H&N Hornet pellets is sufficient to go ahead and cut a card clean in half. Because of the fact that we had good luck with cutting that card yesterday, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and cut a card with the brake barrel also today, even though the group was not quite as tight. Got him. That's pretty good, guys. One shot, one kill. Check it out. Alright guys, as you can see on the very first shot, that was 100% unedited footage. That was legitimately the first shot that I took at that card, like a laser beam downrange. It cut that right in half, no problems. But I think this was the result that we expected from the Hornets. Even though they didn't look to have grouped as tightly in the swarm and in the chaser, they're obviously deadly accurate in the PCP stuff. That worked out really well for us, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the brake barrel card cutting section. Just to the left of it. Again, just to the left of it. Nailed it. All right, there we go. 30%, guys. 33 anyways. Alright guys, as you can see by this very soggy queen of diamonds here, we can touch that card no problem. We have some rounds left in this magazine. Let's see if we can actually cut one. Man, just to the left. There it is again, guys. Not bad. So, out of 5 rounds, 2 connected, that's 40%. Alright guys, this is more like it. This is a direct hit, cleanly cut in half example of what we're looking for. That was also, out of 5 rounds, 40% hit ratio on a card at 15 yards with a brake barrel. Alright guys, what can we say about the H&N Hornet? Based on the fact that they were unable to group as tightly as the Skenco Ultra Mags or the Predator Metal Mags, I've got to put these in third place at 4.3 out of 5. Now, I know there's going to be some people out there that feel like this was a biased test, this was this, this was that, this was whatever. But you know what? Realistically, I think that the price point on the Hornet also has to be taken into consideration. It's by far the most expensive round in this test. If you even looked at Amazon or Pyramid Air or any other site that sells pellets reputably, you'll see it's an incredibly expensive round. In addition, we didn't see a stellar group out of our Chaser or our Swarm for that matter. The Swarm group that we laid down yesterday with the Skenco Ultra Mags was phenomenal. I could have pulled a single whole group had I not failed to perform on my end as a shooter. The ammunition was reliable for sure, and in this case I felt like my groups were good. I really walked away from the range today feeling like all three of the groups I shot were legitimate, good groups in which I could rely on the data that I'd achieved. So where does that leave us, guys? That leaves us with the Predator Metal Mag at the top of the dog pile with the Skenco Ultra Mag just the tiniest little bit behind it. I feel like there needs to be a championship grudge match. I feel like those two need to go head to head. Stay tuned for the upcoming episode of the Skenco Ultra Mag versus the Predator Metal Mag. As always, guys, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so that you can stay current on what we got going on the channel. If you really like today's video, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see. To all my likers, dislikers, sharers, and subs, make sure you shoot safe, and I'll see you in the next one.